I never believed in the stories my grandmother told me about the Whitmore estate, about the house that feasted on souls. But the night I received the invitation, I realized that some legends are warnings, not jokes. The envelope slid under my door with no stamp, no return address, only black ink on yellowed paper that read, "You are cordially invited to dinner. Midnight. Whitmore Estate." I laughed at first, thinking it was some prank, until I recognized the handwriting. It was hers, my grandmother, long dead. The streets were empty as I drove, fog curling around the trees like ghostly fingers, and when the mansion appeared, it rose from the mist like a dark sentinel, its windows lifeless except for one dim glow above, and the gate creaked open on its own as though expecting me. Inside, the air was thick, heavy with candle wax, decay, and the metallic scent of blood, and the walls were lined with portraits whose eyes seemed to move as I walked past, following me silently. A soft voice whispered my name, and I froze, knowing I was not alone. The grand dining hall stretched before me, long polished tables set with silverware, crystal glasses, and plates steaming under a dim chandelier, and seated at the table were the dead. My grandparents, my parents, even my childhood dog, their faces pale and translucent, eyes hollow, smiles waiting, hungry, expectant. A chair pulled itself out at the head of the table, and I found myself seated, unable to resist, a plate appearing before me with steam curling, metallic and bloody scent filling my nostrils. "Eat," the voice hissed, soft yet commanding, coming from everywhere at once. "Join us." My hands trembled as I reached for the fork, my first bite pulling a scream from my lips that was not mine alone, centuries of trapped souls crying through me. The room twisted, walls stretching into an infinite void filled with floating tables and circling dead, strangers who had vanished from the city appearing as pale shadows, their faces frozen in terror. Each bite stole a piece of me, my memories, my warmth, my life, leaving me hollow, a puppet for the feast. And through it all, my grandmother hovered, swaying like smoke, whispering softly, "It's your turn, we've been waiting so long." The shadows closed in, laughter echoing impossibly, and I realized that I would join them, another pale figure at the table, waiting for the next curious soul to arrive. I am here now, waiting, and if you ever receive the invitation, remember that some dinners are not meant to be attended, some houses are hungry, and the dead, always hungry, are never alone.